right, welcome to Unsung House. We are planning to put together a little bit more of a YouTube video series going forward, but we thought we'd take the time to sort of introduce ourselves and give you a little background information so you know just what's going on here behind the scenes. My name's Grant.
I'm Isaac.
And we're brothers. We're 10 years apart, but we got into shoe repair about 7.5 years ago. I had started working at a local shop here in Nashville, Tennessee, and Isaac joined about 6 months later. I was in Nashville. I've been here for about 15 years, since 2010, and I moved here initially to play music and played with bands and traveled around for many years. But as is common with any low to mid-level musician here in Nashville, when you're home from tour, you often work at a restaurant, and that's what I had done for several years. But I had been sewing and was into denim and wanted to do more of that while I was home from tour. And there was a shoe repair shop next door to the restaurant I worked at, so I went over and asked if they needed help. And the first week I was there, I saw some YouTube videos from Brian the Bootmaker and found out about clinch boots, and I just went down the rabbit hole. So that became my new passion very quickly. And there was a little bit of overlap from when I had started into shoe repair and still playing in a band and traveling. And later that year, this is 2018, I was leaving for a tour for like a month and a half, and the shop that I was working at was pretty busy, so needed to fill my spot, and I'll hand it off to you then.
Yeah, so I was still living in the hometown at the time. So to kind of get away from that, moved down here, and then Grant got me a job at the shoe repair shop. And I also just kind of dove into it a little bit. I know within the first month I was working there, Grant kind of forced me into making my first pair within the first month, and I just really liked it. Started watching some of the Brian the Bootmaker videos as well, and thought that was really cool, and just kind of liked that whole style of boots that they do, and wanted to get into that. And yeah, then when he left for tour, I was kind of just left on my own there for a little bit, but it was fun.
Holding it down.
Yeah.
Fast forward a few years, we had been working at this local shop and really honing our skill set and wanted to specialize a little bit more in shoe and boot making and more specialized repair. So we started Unsung in March of 2022, and we missed that tidbit, but we're from Illinois originally, and we're here in Nashville. And we have had the opportunity to open in this beautiful old house in an old neighborhood in Nashville. And so our shop has been set up here since March of 2022. As we started the shop over here, it was initially a repair shop. We wanted to specialize in working on more, hand welt construction boots, stitch down construction boots, more specific styles to things that we were into. And we leaned into the use of YouTube and social media, and have definitely found a very dedicated customer base around the country or even around the world. But we had been learning to make boots at our previous shop, and really wanted to do more of that. So over initially it was just Isaac and I as we began in 2022, and we were doing all the repair and a little bit of custom making, and we sort of dipped our toes further into that over the last couple of years. But we've hired on 2 people about a year and a half ago who help us with repair as well. So that has freed up Isaac and I to do a little bit more boot making, and we're starting to roll out some small batch stock sizing inventory in a few different styles, and are able to do more individual custom orders as well.
All right, so that's like a quick intro of the shop and kind of what we do and kind of where we're at right now. But we're planning on doing more of these kind of sitting down talking videos, talking about like going in depth on construction styles, or talking about our lasts a little bit more, and going into detail about some repairs maybe and how those are done. But that's kind of what we're planning on doing, is doing more of this type of stuff, going a little bit more into detail than what seems to be available out there. And if there's anything else, I guess, that anybody wants to hear about or see, can like leave a comment about what you want to see in the future, or any questions about anything in the process of making or a certain repair. But I think that's kind of it for this one. No, but yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. So thank you for watching, and hopefully there's going to be more of these to come. Hopefully.